Following Megyn Kelly addressing Bill O'Reilly on her show and criticizing him rather aggressively, Bill O'Reilly decided to strike back by going on Glenn Beck's radio program. And here's what he had to say. Take a listen.
Number one, she didn't file a complaint. Not that I know of. It was never brought to our attention that Megyn Kelly did anything. All right, so I'd like to see it because I don't believe that's true at all. Number two, what she does not say is that there's an anonymous hotline, and there had been for years at Fox News, where anybody could have called up and said, so-and-so is doing something to me, and you better stop it. All right? That's anonymous. Doesn't mention it. I never had any problem with Megyn Kelly. In fact, when she was getting hammered earlier this year, I wrote a column sticking up for her. You know, I don't know why Megyn Kelly is doing what she's doing. I don't know why. I have helped her dramatically in her career. I gave her the name of her show, The Kelly File. She actually did a charity event for me. I mean, it is just incomprehensible.
He helped her out so much. He gave her the name of the show, The Kelly File. I mean, it took a very clever individual to come up with that name.
Yeah, and still she's worried about the sexual harassment she suffered at the hands of others, and she doesn't want other women at the company to suffer the same fate.
Ungrateful.
Despite the fact that he came up with the Kelly File.
And you know, what's amazing is that he did exactly what Megyn Kelly called him out on Glenn Beck's show. So he brings back these two letters, handwritten letters that Megyn Kelly allegedly wrote him, one dating back to 2009, the other dating back to 2012. He's like, look, we had a great relationship. She thanked me. The 2009 letter was following the birth of one of her children, and apparently he gave a gift or something like that. And so she thanked him for the gift. He's like, see, besties. We've been besties forever. I don't know why she's doing this. And then the second one was after he promoted, O'Reilly promoted Megyn Kelly's husband's book after it was published. But anyway, again, he's trying to, smear her name and make it seem as though she's making things up. And it's just, that's exactly what she accused him of. So he's playing right into that.
And by the way, if I didn't know that somebody was a sexual harasser and they did something nice for me and I wrote them a nice thank you notes, later, that doesn't mean that when I find out there's a sexual harasser that note still applies, right?
No, it's crazy.
Right, like somebody might have given me a bottle of wine and I write them a nice thank you note, and it turns out later they're a murderer. That's not on me, I didn't know that, right? So what a preposterous defense. He has no defense. His main defense is my kids. And I talked about it earlier in the show. And he keeps saying, he literally said they're putting my kids in the kill zone. Why are you bringing your kids into this, you maniac? Okay, why? He said it over and over and over again. Don't hide behind your kids, it's pathetic, it's gross. And then he goes to, well, no one, technically no one complained to Human Resources. Then he goes to, well, yeah, okay, she might have been sexually harassed and I wanted to cover it up. But at some point when she didn't know that I was one of the bad guys, she wrote me a nice note. These are the world's worst defenses. Support independent media. Come join us at the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.